Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to the 2014-15 sports season and our first broadcast of the season. A non-conference preseason game between the new Trier Trevians and the Schaumburg Saxons. And the Trevians will kick off to start the game here. The kick away and out of bounds, and Schaumburg will take over right at the 35-yard line. And the first play from scrimmage. Handoff, and kept it himself, didn't get much though. Trevians this year have a lot of size on that front line. Boy, they've got some big boys. Handoff, and again, nothing there. Swarmed all over. And didn't gain very much. Quarterback keep and tripped up. And that was Hauser that did that. And that brings up a fourth down. And the kick away. And they'll let it roll dead at about the Trevian 41-yard line. That's where New Trier takes over for their first offensive series of the 2014 season. Trevians have some pretty good size and some pretty good speed. And off, big hole. Mulhern, Kevin Mulhern, the ball carrier. And into Saxon territory at the 45-yard line, and that's a first down right off the bat for the Trevians. And again, the handoff to Mulhern. And picks up about 3. Second down, 7. Clay Szynski, sophomore, the quarterback this year for the Trevian. And illegal procedure. The pitch, Mulhern gains the 5 yards back and a little bit more. Up to about the 40, making the 37-yard line. Third down, about 2. Szynski looked the pass, takes off, gets the first down. At the 34-yard line. Hand off to Mulhern, and he didn't get very much. Kevin Mulhern lost about a half yard. Second down. And the handoff, trying to back his way a little bit. Picked up about 4. Third down and 6 for the Trevians. First quarter just underway here in Schaumburg. And Mulhern, nice job dragging the man. Got the first down. Again, the handoff to Mulhern, big hole. Mulhern gets some pretty good yardage down inside the 20 at about the, making about the 16-yard line. Again, the handoff to Mulhern. And up ahead a little bit. Picked up about 2. And the pass by Sosinski completes to Mulhern. And the handoff to Caleb Roth. And a bit short. Roth again dives in, touchdown. And Caleb Roth. With the touchdown, the kick is up, and it is good. And the Trevians lead 7-0. And the kickoff. Following the touchdown by the Trevians. And the kick away. And the handoff. Straight ahead up to about the 20. And that's where the Saxons of Schaumburg take over. Schaumburg Saxons, part of the Mid-Suburban League, the land of alliteration. Not too far from here, the Conant Cougars, the Hoffman Estates Hawks, Barrington Broncos, Palatine Pirates. Pickup of a couple. And the handoff slipped through, got the first down. Quarterback keeps. Might have been a busted play, but dove ahead and gained a few. First game for new head coach Brian Dahl for the Trevians. And the quarterback slipped up on his own. Looked like an option play. And that'll bring up a 4th down at about 5. I've been doing this too long. I remember Brian as a New Trier player over on the old East, in the East Stadium. A Schenker for the punt. And the Trevians take over in good field position at about the 46 of Schaumburg. The pitch to Mulhern. Mulhern charges ahead and gets the first down. Right off the bat. Sosinski back to pass, throws, and complete to Scott Hamas. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The New Trier Trevians leading Schaumburg by the score of 7-0, and we'll be back with more. Metro Chicago Sports Network is seen on YouTube, and you can get instant notification of all the uploads on YouTube by following us on Twitter at Braun Mark, or there's another way of doing it. Friend us on Facebook at Mark Braun, or on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Then in addition, by liking us and friending us there, in addition, we're also seen on New Trier Television on AT&T Humors, on Highland Park Access, and on Comcast Northern Cook County. That's the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the second quarter of the football action between New Trier and Schaumburg. And we're set. And the handoff to Mulhern. Make it Hamas. Run. Trevians inside the 10. And flags go flying. I would say illegal procedure against the Trevians. Over here to the near side. Pass is complete on the rollout. Colin Cassis with the reception. Sasinski rolls and ran out of room. Out of bounds. Go for the field goal, and just a little wide right. And the Saxons take over at their 20. First and 10. Inside on the handoff. Charging ahead and gets to the 29-yard line. Again, the handoff. And not much there. Now, ground caused the fumble. At the 31, good for the first down. Again, the inside handoff found a little bit of a opening. Sliding on through and into Trevian territory. At the 48-yard line of the Trebs. Handoff. And spinning. Still free. Second effort. And the first down. Saxons on the move a little bit. Fumble. But no. That is not going to count. Face masking against the Trevians. The handoff on the inside. Down to about the 13-yard line for Schaumburg. Man in motion. Again, the inside handoff. And grind them out football here. Down to the 10. And make it the 9. On the favorable spot. Again, the inside handoff. And grinding it out gets it down to the 6-yard line.
Elijah Sally up the middle.
And the hole and in for the touchdown. And a little indecision. And timeout taken. We'll try and figure this one out. And we got some lightning in the area. See it off to the west and northwest. We might have a lightning delay here. Going for the PAT. The kick is up and it is good. And the Game all tied up. After a 2-hour lightning delay, we're back to action with the kickoff following the Schaumburg touchdown. The kick, and take it at the 9, up to the 20. I'd almost should have let that thing maybe bounce out of bounds. A possibility there. Hard to tell where it would go, but looked like there was enough room. It was heading that way. Hand off to Mulhern. The option over here to the near side, and not much there. We're up for a loss. Kucinski back to pass. Instead, he's going to take off. Dipsy do a little bit, found an opening, and got the first down, and stepped out of bounds. Back at about the 37, 38, make it. And the handoff, straight ahead. A 3 yards gain. First game of the season. Trevians will play 2 non-conference games. And the handoff. Instead, Sosinski ended up keeping it himself. 2nd and 10. Rolls out, throws, nice catch by Hamas. And I take that back, that was not Hamas. That was Michael Miller. And flags go flying, illegal procedure against the Trevians. Kucinski throws and complete and out of bounds down on the far side. That time to Hamas. And Mulhern stays on his feet. Gets down to about the 14-yard line. And flags go flying all over the place. Again, the handoff to Mulhern. And got back to that original line. 2nd down and 10 from the 14. Timeout taken as we wind down the first half here. Caleb Roth. And he picks up about 2. And again, charging ahead inside the 5. Trevians in a tight formation and downed. They stop the clock. Trevians are out of timeouts. The rollout and throwing and intercepted in the end zone. Trying to go cross body. And Schaumburg just going to down this to finish off the first half. And that'll do it. And we're done with the first half. We're at halftime, and the new Trier Trevians and the Schaumburg Saxons tied up at 7 in the first game of the 2014 football season. Check out the great games of the past on the Metro Chicago Sports Network on YouTube. In addition, as the season progresses, we'll be posting on our YouTube affiliate, as soon as we have them available, all the games of the 2014 season. Drive at dusk or at night, make sure you turn on your car lights. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the second half of our football game between New Trier and Schaumburg. And we're set to get underway, I think. Taking a little time. I'm not sure exactly why, but lengthy delay. Okay, now we're ready. Trevians will receive. As we start the second half. Take it on the bounce. Cut to the outside. Hamas, pretty good yardage. And Hamas finally bumped out of bounds. Fairly close. Well, they brought it back to the 46, where he stepped out of bounds. Kevin Mulhern, straight ahead. Picks up about 2. Second down and 8 for New Trier. Trying to play Warren next week. Real time. And off to Hamas. And Scott Hamas ahead. Got the first down. Clay Sosinski on at quarterback. One of 2 sophomores on this team. And tripped up. Not much there. Mulhern actually lost a couple of yards on that. And Sosinski finds a seam and gets the first down. Inside the 30. The handoff to Mulhern. He tried to dipsy-doodle a little bit. Picked up a couple of yards. And down to about the 24. Back to pass. Wide open. Oh, my. Touchdown, New Trier. Sosinski to Scott Hamas. They know each other from baseball, too. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Trevians have taken the lead here. And the kick taken at about the 15. Faked the handoff, kept it, and up to about the 35-yard line. First and 10 for the Saxons. Inside handoff, and not much yardage there. Mentioned that Sosinski and Hamas, baseball players, got some interesting baseball news. Up at the pro level, there's only one high school that has 2 alumni invited to the Arizona Fall League, where each team only gets 8 players that they can invite. Good for the first down for Schaumburg here. Each team gets 8 players they get to invite, and only one high school alumni has 2, and that's New Trier. Both Charlie Tilson and Ben Clemish. They've been invited. Not much there. You know, I'm more than a television play-by-play guy. Also, I'm a little bit of a reporter. 1st and 10 for Schaumburg. And a couple of yards.
McNeil up the middle.
Inside on the handoff, and nothing. We may have even lost a yard or 2. Trevians, a lot of size this year. All over the place. Pass incomplete. And didn't get to his spot. Back to pass. And brought down for the loss. That was Tim Fox who did that. On the 4th down. I'll make it, that was the 4th down. 1st and 10 for the Trevians. Again, the handoff, and Mulhern tried to go over and didn't quite make it. 2nd down and 8. And the pitch over to the far side. And into Saxon territory at the 46. Third down at 1. And no. And it's 4th down at 1. Trevians set up like they're going to go for it. Try and draw them offside, now pull back, and instead Trevian's going to take a timeout. Okay, they're ready. We're going to go for it. And Mulhern dives for the first down, gets it. 3rd man through. 1st and 10 for the Trevians. 3rd quarter action. Hand off, near side. Mulhern, nice yardage, 1st down, at about the 30-yard line. Make it 29. Cassis, kind of a sloppy handoff, but Mulhern, you get peanuts, you make peanut butter out of it. Good 1st down, but it's brought back on a block in the back. Pass incomplete. And Krasinski, nothing there. Trevians this year, they have listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks. And a legal procedure against the Trevians. And Sosinski finds an opening. His feet and in out of bounds, but 1st down. No. He stepped out for it. Back to pass. Throws to the corner, incomplete. the Trevians turn it over on downs. Handoff. Now quarterback keep, and he got nothing. Lost a couple. Third quarter action. And again, the quarterback going to go down. I think that was a busted play. Looked like it. And that's the third quarter. We'll be back with more. Trevians lead 14-7 at the end of the third quarter. Check out the current season games on YouTube. We'll be here all during the season. And you can also check out the great games of the past. If you want to get that list, you can also, a number of ways to do it. You can follow us on Twitter at Braun Mark. You can also friend us on Facebook at Mark Braun, or you can check us out at the Metro Chicago Sports Network homepage website. Drive now. Text later. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network, where we go to the fourth quarter of our first football game of the 2014 season. And the Trevians leading the Saxons 14-7. Handoff and a fumble, but possession retained by the Saxons. Schaumburg out northwest suburbs. West of 53, just a little south of I-90, heading towards Rockford. Fair caught by Colin Cassis, and the Trevians have it at the 35-yard line. Big hole, and Mulhern charges through. And they say he picked up 5 before the knee went down. It looked like it was offside. They didn't call it. Mulhern, and he'll go to the sideline, get the first down, and step out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. First and 10 for the Trevians there. Well, actually, I don't think pass is incomplete. I mean, there's little rough edges here, but I don't think, all things considered, that this had been a typical first game of the season, slow starting. Big handoff, big hole, and Mulhern along the sideline now. Flag on the end of that, blocking the back, I think, against the Trevians. It is. Kick it back out a little bit. I have been impressed with the Trevians coming out with solid defense and reasonably decent speed and reasonably decent offense. For the first game of the season, this has not been a bad game for the Trevians. Pass complete. Threading the needle. Pass complete. Sosinski to Hamas at the 5-yard line. First and goal to go for the Trevians. The handoff. And Caleb Roth, the ball carrier. Picked up a couple of yards. And Roth in for the touchdown. So Caleb Roth finishes it off. Go for the PAT, and the kick is up. And it is good. Trevians lead 21-7. And the kick, onside off the helmet, back to the Trevians. Onside kick. And the Trevians get it back at their own 48. And the handoff. Mulhern finds a seam, finds the opening, off to the races. 10-5, touchdown, Kevin Mulhern. And just that quick. And the kick is up, and it is good. And the Trevians lead 28-7. Two quick touchdowns. A little squibber. Might have been trying for another onside kick. Instead, goes all the way back to about the 15-yard line or so. That's where the Saxons take over. Handoff. And a pickup of about 2. Back to pass, going long, and knocked away. Who was that did that? I couldn't make out the number. Might have been, pass incomplete. And fourth down. The kick away, and it's going to roll back the other way, and a short one down inside the 30 at the 29. Trevians have it. Will McCain now on at quarterback. And they hand off. And Roth, the ball carrier. McCain again, the handoff, big hole, and Francis Fay, the ball carrier. And Fay down to about the 19-yard line, 18, making a first down for the Trevians. And again, the handoff to Fay, and charges ahead to the 15. They'll set it just a little shy of the 15. Fourth quarter. And Francis Fay, a little dipsy doodle move. Nice move, finding a hole. And down to about the 6-yard line. Trevians threatening again. The handoff, Francis Fay tries to strong arm his way in, instead out of bounds at about the 2. And the handoff, and no, did not get it. McCain, and I think Francis Fay, again, the ball carrier. And now the dive, and in for the touchdown. And the Trevians suddenly opening up a big lead. The kick up, partially blocked, and no good. Trevians lead 34-7. And a personal foul on the end of that one. The kick away. And all the way back to about the 35. Up the sideline and out of bounds. Inside Trevian territory at the 43. Quarterback keep. And pulled out of bounds. And good enough for a first down for the Saxons here. And again, the quarterback will keep it. And this time a big hole. And finally bumped out of bounds at about the 2. Straight ahead. Did not get it. Second down, goal to go at the 1. And in for the touchdown. The try for the point after. And the kick is good. And New Trier leads 34-7. 34-14 now. The kick. And mishandled. Loose ball, and the Saxons have it back. Schaumburg with the basketball? No. The football. Well, it was a basketball play. He dribbled it a little bit. Back to pass. Throws, intercepted. Trevians get it right back. Who was that with the interception? I think it was Andrew Hauser. McCain hands it off. And not much there. Hand off. Big hole and big opening. Some pretty good yardage. Stays on the feet and down at the 35. But it comes back on a, I'm not sure if that was holding. Looks like it. I think it was holding. Kept them back behind the play. How much there? A couple of yards. It was Charlie O'Malley, I think. The pitch over here to the near side. And up ahead. Jake Passion, the runner there. Fourth down. And the kick away. And it was a short one. And Schaumburg has it at the 34. Or the 44 make it of the Trevians. Handoff. And a pickup of about 5. Not throw that football up in the air. And a handoff. And down he goes. And that's going to do it. And the New Trier Trevians are victorious. So not only Trevians get a victory here, but a couple of good parts of this one. Some good running. Clay Sosinski, some very good passing. And Trevian showing a lot of size. Solid defense in this one. And also, it's the very first victory for Coach Dahl as the varsity coach of the new Trier Trevians. Trevians win this one again 34-14. Next week, in real time, they play the Warren Blue Devils. And that's the Trevians home opener at New Trier Stadium. Bob Norton Field there. So join us for that one. Join us here on the network for more sports action. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. And for all of us here at the network, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody.